Jet, we are back here, okay? So, it's been, I know, forever. But, I'm here to say, I'm back. So, we're gonna do a couple time trials, and just, you know, talk while I do, some training for an upcoming event I have to do. We're doing Qatar time trials. I know it's way easier to practice actual speed and race simulation if you do multiplayer, I mean not multiplayer, just GP on this game, but like time trial is kind of better in a way because it helps you like actually understand and how you're gonna be if no one's around you and stuff. Well, it doesn't really help you if you think about it, because if you're out there, right? You have ERS, so you're gonna be fast and you're gonna be able to keep up a pace either way, you know? And it's very like stupid, you know, if you I don't actually not explain what I'm saying actually, not gonna lie. I'm just saying stuff. But yeah, um these couple months that I haven't been posting, I've been getting better at F1. I actually have most of the assists off, except for traction control. Oh my gosh. I did not leave the track, but right there I always mess up because I'm on a Logitech G20 G92 and the braking on this thing sucks. But I got a custom wheel for this. I can actually post it on my on posts if you guys want to, because I know there's a lot of you guys who are like, oh my gosh, Koshi's back. I know you guys. You guys don't have to lie. Especially Gary. There isn't a guy named Gary. I just said that name because I don't know. But like, I don't know what is wrong with me right now. Boom, 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 boom. I think I braked this too late. Or I brake where I'm not supposed to brake, you know what I'm saying? Because some of these places, you can just go flat out, if you know what I mean? Like right there, you know? I keep thinking I can go flat out, but you can't. It also has to do with my settings and how I actually drive, because yes, you know, there are professional settings out there, but if you think about it, the car you have is yours to customize. So if something is going wrong, it's either because it's not for you or because, you know, it's not in personal preference. Like, you know, if you look up any single setup on YouTube, fastest lap, like I do sometimes, you figure out that it's mainly for just time trials and looks and not actually about racing. Come to think about it, some people only go on this game to race, not to race, obviously to race. What the fuck am I talking about? It's a racing game. Ooh. But yeah, some people just come on this game and make setups just for time trials, but they don't actually work in real races because racing condition and time trial condition are completely different. You know, like if you're in a race, right, you're never gonna make the back tires completely like soft and the front tires high pressured, because that's just stupid, you know. So if you really want to get training with time trial, you know, you should just come up with your own settings. Mainly your wheels. Like your wheels are the main part of your car. They're obviously the main part of your car because they get you moving. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you look up any settings, they cater to time trials, so they don't really help you, you know? Meanwhile, if you ask someone for a setup during a race, they're actually gonna give you like a race setup that you can actually use, given that it's fitted for them, but you can still manage it and make it a new race setup. You know what I'm talking about? Like right there, I keep cutting in on accident. It's the wings because sometimes, you know, you need to adjust it a couple things, but that also has you customizing the suspension because if you have high wings, you know, you kind of have to adjust things. And most like setups, right? Traditional setups have you always have the front suspension at 41, which I don't get. You know, I don't get that because like some setups, you just copy and paste them from other ones and keep the same factor as other setups, and it's like, why? That makes no sense. Each track is their own, as people say, and that is true. Each track is its own. And but if the setup is the same, it's not really gonna make a difference, you know? Like, yes, it it's kind of like a basic setting you need to have, but you shouldn't. What I'm trying to say is you shouldn't always follow setups online. You should like kind of adjust them and don't be I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at here. I'm gonna be honest here. Just I guess don't go blindly into setups because some setups are just god awful. When I mean god awful, I mean god awful. Like they're the worst of the worst. You can't even compete with them in online servers. It's that bad. There we go. I just wrecked myself there because I was thinking too hard of what I was trying to say. And but I got a 124, and even then that's really good because it's a small improvement, and some people make improvements over like months of trying these courses, you know? Like Austria. There's this one guy on TikTok that literally, right? He every single day he makes a video of practicing an Austria time trial, and you can see that his practicing really pays off. Because he went from going from a 116 to now going 114s, and it's impressive to see, you know? Because it's like, oh, I saw this guy from his bottom up. Oh, wait a minute, that sounds really wrong, but yeah, it's like if you want to play this game, you know, you have to put in that work. Like me, I'm still god awful. Don't get that wrong. Um, but I put in that work like every day. I got on this game for about like an hour or so, and some people make more progress because they stay on this game like what, all day? But I go outside. Not saying that if you stay inside it's bad, but I go outside.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm happy that I'm coming back to this because it really is one of my passions, you know. I look at the boys channel, you know, like Eddie VR, Molly, Josh Dub, and they started very similar to me, you know, a scrappy kid wanting some sort of recognition, and I guess F1 and other games are gonna get me recognition, you know. I'm not gonna be playing horror games because like horror games for me, they're just not fun. Although I could get I get down on some Little Nightmares though. Like Little Nightmares, top 5 games of all time. I'm gonna be honest here when it comes to me, cause it's like it kind of has a story, and yes, you know, I'm kind of a fake fan cause I only play when they release a new game, unlike some people that like play it every day, speedrunning it, reading it. I only play it like whenever the new games launch, or like whenever I'm like, hey, oh, you know, I have some time on my hands. Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting at right now. I'm just talking, I'm gonna be honest here. But, yeah, you know. I don't know what I was talking about. Why didn't I bring up the boys? The boys YouTube channel. I think that's cause something. But Jet, look at that, I got a 109, I mean 1239. But that's cause I kinda changed some. What I was talking about, I changed the settings cause you don't follow something blindly, you know. If you follow something blindly in this game, you don't really get faster, if you know what I mean. Cause some people just make up BS. Like half this video I bet is BS, but even then, you know, I know what I'm talking about. Cause some people's settings are just like, it's kind of just like how in Fortnite, you know, keybinds. I used to you know, play Fortnite and grind that out, as you guys can tell, like every single day, right? Shout out to my boy GA, by the way. I don't talk to him that much anymore, but one of my like all-time best friends, and I still bring him up to this day. GA 5000DX, I met on Fortnite. He tried to do YouTube, but he kind of was pushed away because of people. Well, not because of people, but because like my friend, which I shall not say, was like, hey, you should do this, you should do this, and like he like never actually wanted to stream when that was his goal. Okay, buddy. Hold on, let's take a look at that, guys. Let's take a look at that. Okay. So, take a turn. Stay on track. Oh, okay, yeah. That wasn't me. That wasn't smooth at all. But, at least in this video, I got down 2 seconds. I cut 2 seconds. Because at the beginning of this video, I was a 125. But now, I'm a 123. I'm actually closing down to one of my friends that I know. He's a 102, 132. Wait, yeah, 122. And I looked at his setup and it's like the most basic setup ever, you know? He has like, I think all of his tires are the same, and it's like, buddy, you're supposed to like tweak the car, you know, make it better. But here he is, just playing with the same setup as others, and that doesn't really make you faster. But enough of me, you know. How are you guys? Bush Lover 29 says, we're doing good here, how about you? Oh, I'm doing pretty good, thank you, you know. Shout out to Bush Lover, by the way. That's my old channel. No, that was the channel of this. Bush Monkey, or is it Bush Lover? Was my old channel name, and I had my sister, shout out to my sister, by the way, make me a profile of this bush that had hands and feet, which is amazing. Yeah. I've been kind of just taking time off of YouTube to just discuss what I really want to make. And what I found out, right, is I play F1. I play this game a lot, so I can probably make content off of it, you know. Given it's gonna be a little dodgy in F1, you know. How I think of it is I go swim out and swim in. okay? Like that, you know. If you're gonna take a turn, you swim out. Boom. I'm just doing the entrance right now, so don't mind it. But yeah, you swim out, then you swim in to catch the apex. Swim out, swim in. But when it comes to straight stretches, you do this. Swim out. Don't break right there though. The game doesn't know what it's talking about. And yes, I still use the race line. I'm still learning this game, okay? But yeah, my method though, whenever I race, and I use it to this day, I just told you, is swim out, swim in method. Cause that really works for me. EA, right? It's so trash. Like, as much as I like EA, they don't know how to make a game. If that makes sense. Like, if you look at all the Maddens, right? It's literally copy and paste, except they up the graphics. Gosh darn it. Except they upped the graphics and they added a dance move. Like, literally, one of the updates for Madden, right? I mean, one of the upgrades of the game, like Madden 2020? No, it was Madden 21, I believe. No, it was Madden 22. They added dance moves. And that was the whole new thing to the game. It's like, okay, yeah, you know, that's cool. But why couldn't you add that in the game? Like, why couldn't you develop that and then make it an update, you know? It's capitalism at its finest, but, you know, yeah, everyone has to make bank, right? Can you imagine if someone else, like, made EA? Like, some, like, other kid? And I was talking to this about my with my friend, and, he was talking about Hyundai and Honda, and it was like, and I said, you know how mad Honda must be? Because their logos are so similar. And like literally though, if you look at a Hyundai and a Honda, the only difference in the logo is that one is slanted. Huh. So stupid, you know? Sorry about the Hyundai fans in here, but I'm just saying, you know? I'm just saying. I really need to get a new wheel though. Because this like this wheel isn't cutting it. It's not a direct drive or anything. Gosh darn it. I looked down for 1 second. It's good and all right, but the brake pedal is so immensely terrible, dude. You have to like use your whole like every atom in your cell just to make the brake pedal go down just a smidge. It's so annoying. Literally. Like the wheel itself is fine. It's just Logitech needs to work on their pedal system. Oh my gosh, that wasn't even a big difference. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mainly just want to get faster, you know? And if you think about it, I've been doing way better if I just talk to myself. You know, I sound schizophrenic from outside of my room. But, ah, gosh darn it, man. 2-2. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'll do one more lap, and then I'll end this video, okay? I'm for sure I can get a smaller time. If I just, like, look up breaking points and stuff, and where to brake in Qatar. That was a slow exit. I'm gonna be honest here. Gosh darn, dude. Then you swim out. All right, well, that was a bust, guys. Next time though, I will for sure get a 122. Alright, well, it was a fun time recording for y'all. And yeah, if you ever want to play with me, just let me know in the comments because I know there's a bunch of you out there. But yeah. Toodles.